Good protection over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown. Jefferson.
They're expecting the ball to come out quicker than what it did.
McCarthy. Pass is caught. Spinning grab by Aaron Jones. Thielen in motion. McCarthy keeps. He's got it. And forces his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
I mean, things were not going well at all.
Skull! JJ McCarthy is him. The man, the myth, the legend. Vikings fans better get fired up for JJ McCarthy's performance in a great way. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about JJ McCarthy producing a statement moment for the Vikings. The Vikings were able to beat the Bears by the score of 27-24 in JJ McCarthy's NFL debut. JJ McCarthy finished the game with 143 passing yards and 3 total touchdowns. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Is JJ McCarthy good enough for the Vikings to make a legitimate Super Bowl run? I believe so. I believe JJ McCarthy has what it takes to be a solid game manager for the Minnesota Vikings. Look, I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is going to be an elite quarterback. I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is going to be a game changer for the Vikings. But what I am saying for JJ McCarthy is that he has the clutch gene, which is what the Minnesota Vikings needed at the quarterback position. I understand that a lot of Vikings fans liked Sam Darnold and that they wanted to keep Sam Darnold on their roster, but Sam Darnold was never going to lead the Vikings to a legitimate Super Bowl run. I understand Sam Darnold won 14 games for the Vikings last year, but you guys also have to understand that their schedule last season was relatively easy and that whenever Sam Darnold was needed for a clutch moment, he could never deliver. JJ McCarthy is everything Sam Darnold is not at the quarterback position. Yeah, JJ McCarthy might put up worse stats than Sam Darnold. Yeah, he might be less talented than Sam Darnold, but in terms of intangibles and in terms of knowing how to be a clutch quarterback, give me JJ McCarthy over Sam Darnold all day. What I saw last night from JJ McCarthy was extremely impressive in terms of mental toughness. You're talking about a guy that's making his first start in the NFL on Monday Night Football, on the road, in a hostile environment against a division rival, and to come away with a win, that's incredibly impressive. JJ McCarthy started off the game horribly. The first 3 quarters of the game, he's 7 of 12 for 56 yards and an interception. That interception was a horrible looking pick 6. I agree that pick 6 was absolutely terrible. It was a terrible throw by JJ McCarthy, terrible decision. But what did JJ McCarthy do in that fourth quarter? He did nothing but ball out in the fourth quarter. He found ways to get the ball to Justin Jefferson. He found ways to get Aaron Jones involved in the receiving game. And of course, how about that rushing touchdown for JJ McCarthy late in that game to get the Vikings up 10 points? I thought JJ McCarthy stepped up when it mattered most. He didn't put up the flashiest stat lines, but you know what he got? A W. And that's what the Minnesota Vikings are asking JJ McCarthy to do. They know that it is going to be filled with growing pains. They know JJ McCarthy is not a perfect quarterback, but have you seen the rest of the Vikings roster? He's got Aaron Jones. He's got Jordan Mason. So they're already 2 deep at running back. And then you look at their wide receivers. They're going to get Jordan Addison back after the 3-game suspension. He's a legitimate weapon. They also got Justin Jefferson, who's the second best wide receiver in football right now. And of course, you got Adam Thielen, who they traded for. I know Adam Thielen didn't play a great game on Monday night. He made a lot of mistakes. He couldn't really get open. And when he did get open, he dropped that pass on 3rd down. So quite frankly, I need to see more production from Adam Thielen moving forward. But Adam Thielen is going to play better moving forward. He's an absolute dog, and he knows how to get open against zone coverage. So they're pretty good at receiver. Their O-line is absolutely stacked. They've given JJ McCarthy plenty of time to throw the football. And they got TJ Hockenson, who's a pretty good tight end. Combine that with the play calling of Kevin O'Connell, and you got yourselves a squad on offense. So if JJ McCarthy can just be a bus driver offensively, that's going to be good enough for the Vikings offense. I also want to show you guys this clip of Colin Cowherd doubting JJ McCarthy's ability to play high-level football at the NFL level. After what I saw last night from JJ McCarthy, it's safe to say Colin Cowherd was wrong with his take about JJ McCarthy. Obviously, he does not like JJ McCarthy because he is a Sam Darnold fanboy. Therefore, he wanted to see Sam Darnold continue being the starter. Nonetheless, this clip is going to paint Colin Cowherd in a bad light. Roll the film.
The best roster in the league that doesn't have the knowledge that they have a really high-end quarterback arguably is Minnesota. I mean, Detroit, great roster. Goff can sling it. Philadelphia, great roster. We know Jalen can play. Baltimore, great roster. Kansas City, a great roster. Quarterbacks. Minnesota's got a great roster. They don't know if they have the right quarterback. And the one thing I will say, and I watched JJ McCarthy, I've always said this, I don't think Michigan, like Alabama with Saban, kind of prepared him for the NFL. Always played with a lead. Rarely got hit. Great running game. Didn't throw a ton. Didn't have to get in shootouts. Always had the best coach and roster. I thought he was okay.
Where Colin was wrong. This is one of those moments. He was wrong about JJ McCarthy, and obviously JJ McCarthy came through clutch. JJ McCarthy might not have the physical traits, but in terms of mental toughness, this guy is elite in that category. For him to make an 11-point fourth quarter comeback on the road in his first start, that's incredibly impressive. I like the way how JJ McCarthy was able to stay calm and poised in the pocket, and he made good decisions with the football when it mattered most. I like the game plan the Vikings had. They didn't have JJ McCarthy throw the ball 35 to 40 times a game. That's not a winning formula for a young quarterback. They understood that, hey, we have a young quarterback on our roster. Let's try to ease him into action by running the football. Let's go ahead and use that elite offensive line. Let's go ahead and use that running game that you got, especially with the two running backs that they got. And they understand that let's take advantage of our opportunities in the passing game by setting up the run. You run the ball to set up the pass, and that's what the Minnesota Vikings did. Kevin O'Connell showed that he has an elite ability to understand quarterback play. Kevin O'Connell is one of the best coaches in football, particularly when it comes to developing quarterbacks. And for JJ McCarthy to execute the plays, congrats to him. I know that JJ McCarthy was not a game changer at Michigan, but heck, he doesn't have to be a game changer on the Minnesota Vikings. And that's not just it either. Their defense is absolutely loaded with weapons all over the place. I know that the Vikings defense, they allowed 24 points against the Chicago Bears, but 7 of those were because of a pick six. So really, they only allowed 17 points. I expect a better defensive performance from the Vikings in future games, but the Minnesota Vikings have absolute dogs on the defensive end of the field. They got Jonathan Allen, they got Hargrave, they got Van Ginkel, they got guys that can get to the quarterback, and I expect the Vikings defense to be able to continue getting pressure on opposing quarterbacks. There's a lot to like about this Vikings team. If JJ McCarthy can just give them average quarterback play, this is a team that's going to make the Super Bowl this year. The Minnesota Vikings have the capability to be the best team in the NFC. This is not a team that people should be sleeping on, and tell Colin Cowherd to stop sleeping on JJ McCarthy's ability to play football at a high level. I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is going to win the Vikings a Super Bowl, but can he get them to a Super Bowl appearance this year? Absolutely. I truly believe that if JJ McCarthy can just manage the game and be clutch in the fourth quarter, this is a team that no one wants to face come January. So that is why JJ McCarthy is good enough for the Vikings to make a legitimate Super Bowl run, as the Vikings are absolutely loaded at every position for the most part. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.